River. I thought we were just gonna start from the beginning.
But it started at the same time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Will Vlog for Food. I'm Josh.
I'm Tim, and welcome to the show where we take you anywhere and everywhere to find the greatest places to eat. Where are we going today?
Riverpark Pub, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we are at Riverpark Pub and Eatery. In front of me is a Philly dip. Now, the cool thing about this, look at this. It is like a Philly cheesesteak, but different. The key difference is the strips of, usually prime rib you have, it's just straight up steak. It's flat iron steak that they grill up, toss on there with sauteed onions and mushrooms and peppers and looks like cilantro, mozzarella, there's so much. These are sweet potato fries that come with it. And so I'm gonna try the sweet potato fry first with the au jus sauce because I like au jus. Sweet potato fries, super tasty. But important thing, they asked us to come out and try some of their food. They're found here in Parkville, Missouri. Literally within sight of Parkville University. A couple of fun facts to go over before we begin and devour our whole meal. This building is the original power plant. When that university came in, the whole university had its power plant. Since then, it's obviously undergone a couple of changes. A couple other businesses have come through here. Now it is Riverpark Pub that opened up in 2018. They are finding their foothold here. So go ahead, come on out, check them out. The food looks great so far. Let's check it out. So this is that Philly dip. I'm gonna try it without the au jus first, and then I'm gonna dip it in that au jus for some extra French dip action. Oh. Okay, so they were right. That is layers and layers of flat iron steak. It's just real thin. It's like they press the steak down and they slice it. It's really good. It's exactly what it sounds like. I'm eating steak on a bun, wrapped in all of these gooey, fried, sauteed items. Now I gotta try it with au jus sauce, obviously. It's French dip. It's actually a Philly dip, my bad. These flavors were meant to be together. So you mix the two together, it creates this hodgepodge of flavors that is just, real good.
So, adding on to what Tim said about this place having some history in 1918, that's when it was built. There's an actual original boiler down there. It's part of the restaurant. They literally put a walk-in refrigerator in the boiler. They're really utilizing the look, the aesthetic of this place, as well as the history of this place to tell a story and to provide a really cool experience for whoever walks in. Because as soon as I walked in here, as soon as Tim and I walked in here, I was like, whoa, dude, this place has got character. I'm hoping the food does too. The Philly dip, it's a French dip Philly cheesesteak with steak on it. Also, they don't just put flat iron steak on here. You can also order chicken in it if you want that instead. Wow, that's really juicy steak, man. The meat is tender, the bun is soft, the food is hot, it's really juicy. Every single one of these ingredients that goes into this Philly dip blends together perfectly. Okay, Tim, one bite, what is it?
One Bite is a series where we eat anything and everything in one bite. Go follow us on our Instagram and our Patreon if you want to see more stuff like this. The One Bite series looks like this. Done. It's really tasty.
So I'm not gonna one bite this because I actually need to review it. Homemade meatballs. Let's do this. Ooh, you know what they taste like? Literally homemade meatballs, like my mom makes. And I love my mom's meatballs. It kind of actually tastes like my mom's meatloaf, which I also like. Meatloaf, my favorite. Okay, everybody, this is the fish and chips. This is cold water cod that has been battered and fried, and it's served with tartar sauce and French fries and some lemon. I'm gonna taste it without the tartar sauce first. Whoa. Okay, now let's do the tartar sauce, okay? This is exactly how I want my fish and chips fish to taste and to feel, falls apart in your mouth real well, very crispy outside so it contains everything, but picture this, if this crispy outside weren't here, everything would fall apart because it's so tender and really nice and smooth. I like this a lot. Now also, I do dare say that I am a connoisseur of French fries. I like to test the French fries out everywhere I go. And I'm pretty sure that these are gonna taste pretty darn good because they look good. They look like these have been battered and fried too, actually. Those are good fries. I don't know if they've been battered or fried, but they're really good.
I've had cod from Cracker Barrel. I've had cod straight from the Alaskan Straits. I'm not an expert at all, that's what I'm trying to say. I have very little experience with what cod should taste like, but that's not gonna stop me from making comments. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try it. That's really good. I like the batter. It's light and flaky. And then again, the inside, it's cod. You know, it sort of falls apart in your mouth as you eat it. Sort of like individual layers of fish as they separate. It's really, really good. I just love fish. Fish in general is so good because cod is just such a light fish. It's just so light and airy. This is pleasant. That's what it really comes down to.
So this is the salmon dish. It's Atlantic salmon, seasoned, grilled, brushed with the citrus marinade and served with citrus aioli. I'm guessing that the zingy sauce we're talking about, Tim, is the citrus aioli. Dipping that aioli. Oh, that is very zingy, and it is definitely citrus. Very good, full, bold flavor. I like this a lot. So here's what I'm gonna say. This salmon is really, really good. It still falls apart in my mouth very nicely. Great flavor. Not as moist as some other salmon I've tried, but when you add the citrus aioli, that is good. So the salmon is good on its own, but it's even better when you pair it with the citrus aioli because on the salmon, it's brushed with their citrus marinade. That flavor coupled with the citrus aioli flavor, very wonderfully tangy experience. I kind of agree with Tim on the mashed potatoes. I do like how buttery they are though.
I'm gonna go just lop off a piece of this salmon. Yeah. Dip it in that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very good. Grilled salmon. I love the flavor that grilling specifically, the flavor that adds. I just love it. You got broccoli here, which looks like your traditional buttered steamed broccoli. Disappears as the structure just spreads out. And of course, mashed potatoes. Who doesn't love a good pile of mashed potatoes? The mashed potatoes are good. There's nothing extraordinary that stands out about them, but they're very good and they match well with the rest of the meal.
This is the top of the morning burger. It has American cheese and it's topped with a fried egg and bacon and it's served on Texas toast. Well, look at that.
Cut that sucker in half, dude.
It's oozing out the side. Looks like it's cooked medium well. We've got the fried egg and a bunch of other stuff. Let's try it out. So this is actually really, really good. I like this a lot. There's a fried egg on it. Sometimes I get fried eggs on my burgers at other restaurants. This one is very delicious. The difference is 2 pieces of Texas toast are sandwiching this burger, which really accents the breakfastness of this dish. And I like it a lot. I'm gonna try an onion ring. That, honestly, is unlike a lot of onion rings I've tasted. Sort of have a juicy, full, explosion-ish kind of taste. And you're gonna try that right now, too. You see what I mean?
I took a bite out of it and like sprayed the rest of my mouth. It's like just juice. That's really good. I'm liking the toast feeling. Egg is always, and I mean it, always a good addition to a burger. And I really do like the twist of having Texas toast. The one drawback I think from having Texas toast is that being toast and bread less fluffy than a bun that I'm used to. I'm used to having like a fluffy sort of a bun, but it does have its own set of benefits and pros. Got more structure to it, so it's not falling apart while you're eating it. It really does a good job of, you know, as toast does, soaking up the flavors of the thing that it's containing. One critique about this is it all kind of tastes like itself, but that being said, it's still an enjoyable burger. Anyone who gets it, you're gonna enjoy it. We just finished eating here at Riverpark Pub. Look behind me. On the ground behind me is railroad tracks. They are like 15 feet away from a live railroad. So that means every 30 to 45 minutes they get a screaming train rolling through town, shakes the building. It's quite an experience. It's something you just have to come out and see for yourself. In addition to the 2 interior floors of seating for them, they have an exterior patio here. Has a great view of the surrounding town, the railroad tracks, the train when it comes screaming by, and of course, when it gets late at night, just have a couple of drinks with your friends.
So everybody, that was Riverpark Pub and Eatery here in Parkville, Missouri. They're really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the whole experience, front to end.
Stuff from the land, stuff from the sea, everything in between. It was a really good variety.
We're like in a forest all of a sudden.
Yeah, we found this little patch of wilderness in the middle of Parkville. They really do a good job of respecting the history inside the building by keeping the look the same. Everything has been modernized.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
If you haven't already subscribed to us here on YouTube, do that now. Hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you can get up-to-date updates for every video we release every single weekend. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and a website, www.willvlog4food.com.
We are also found on Patreon. I am a fan of Patreon. It is a wonderful place for you guys to get involved with our process, see some behind-the-scenes content, get some great rewards that only true patrons can get. Go check it out. New stuff coming out there all the time.
And special announcement, every single month on Patreon, we give away a free t-shirt. That is it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time,
Chill out
and feast.
Natural, baby.